I kept seeing that we needed to do more, because it goes to that old saying, teach a person, give a person a fish, you have to feed them every day, but teach them how to fish, and then they'll be able to feed themselves for a lifetime. Well, it kind of came out of that. I kept thinking, well, we're giving the people food, which was a great idea, and it was a great ministry, and it still is. We continue to feed people right to this day. Second and fourth Wednesday of every month, we have from 10 to 5, we give our food to people in the community. And we're serving right now approximately 400 people per month out of our food distribution center.
And you're doing it at this location?
Yeah, at the Lone Star Community Building. Yeah, 2500 Lone Star Parkway. And so, but one of the things that we kept saying was that we needed to teach people how to be able to catch their own fish. And the best way to do that is through education or employment. And we knew that education was a way to open the door for people to be able to get better in employment. But I also, at the time when I was pastoring at Porter Chapel, I had the opportunity to be asked to be a volunteer chaplain at the Byrd and the Goree prison units in Huntsville. And during my time as a volunteer chaplain, I saw the recidivity rate of men who were getting out of prison. They were coming back to prison so frequently. And one of the questions I would always ask them is, why are you back? And they said, well, when I got out, I wasn't able to find employment. And as a result of not being able to find employment, I ended up back here. And so one of the goals of mine was to be able to provide services that would allow people who maybe needed a second chance, or provide services for people who didn't have a lot of resources, to be able to have training classes where we could teach them things that would hopefully help them to be able to make an income. So we started our jewelry making class, which you can get into for under $50. They can make a decent income with it. We started our leather working class, same thing.
So you're saying that the people, they can come here and they can actually learn a trade?
Absolutely. They can learn leather working and jewelry making. Those are the two classes we offer. But since that time when we got started, we formed partnerships, and we have a partnership with Lone Star College in Conroe. And they have vocational training programs that they offer, such as CNA, Certified Nursing Assistant. They also have welding programs, heating and air conditioning programs, automotive repair. And we work with Lone Star College very closely to be able to put our clients in their system in order to do that. And even though a lot of people think that everybody ought to go to college, there are a lot of people who have no desire to go to college. And we work with alternative education sources in order to try to get people to a place where they can at least make a decent income, to where they don't have to live in poverty.
So the vocational training, you're connected with Lone Star College. So if someone came here and they didn't want to go to college, they can come here and they can find the information that they need to learn a trade, a vocational trade. And do they have to live in Montgomery County?
No. We not only serve Montgomery County. I know a lot of people think that we only serve Montgomery County, but that's not true. We serve Montgomery County, but we also serve all the adjacent counties. And we have people coming from as far as Cut and Shoot. We have people coming from New Caney. We got people coming from Navasota. So we got people coming from all around the areas. We got people coming from Houston. And so we were willing to serve anybody who has a need for our services. And not only that, but we got some exciting things coming up in the near future, where we get ready to launch our North Star Academy, where we're going to be able to...
Can you tell us about that, the North Star Academy?
Oh, North Star Academy. Oh, I'm so excited about it. We just recently brought on a young man by the name of Robert Knappich. And Robert, he's a family counselor, a family therapist, and Robert has been working with us now for several months, and we're getting ready to launch our new North Star College, which we plan to kick off at our fundraiser on September the 18th.
Okay.
And we'll be...
That's going to be located, that's going to be here at the Lone Star.
Yeah, it's going to be at the Lone Star. Yeah, that's right. We're having our annual fundraiser. This is our 5th year of having it here at the Lone Star Community Center. Archie Bell is going to be providing the entertainment, but we're also going to be launching our new North Star Academy, which is alternative education for those who kind of fall through the cracks through the public school system. Also for those people who, we've just decided, kids, when they decide, they're not going to go to school anymore, they may have dropped out for whatever reason, or they may have even graduated and just not been able to get their feet on solid ground yet as it relates to their careers and that type of thing. And the North Star Academy is going to be a place for them to come and for us to help give them direction and help them to get them on track to being able to provide for themselves, and also to be able to not be caught in that web of living in poverty as a result of not having the resources.
So I can tell just by talking to you and listening to you, you have a heart for the people and a heart for helping. And we know that you have a heart of giving. And also, I know that this organization, I've worked with you in the organization, especially your community festival. I had a wonderful time doing that, and the things that you all do here at this organization. I know one of my friends, Brother Porter, he's came through, and I know he learned how to do the leather work, and he's really proud of his leather work.
I know.
And so, but it's a lot of opportunities for people, and I just appreciate you taking this time with us to tell us about the opportunities. I know I talked about, you told us about your goals, things that you want to do. Do you have any other visions that you see in maybe out 3 to 5 years that you would like to see happen at Many Colors Ministries?
Well, one of the things that I know, while we're committed and very much driven towards helping to get people out of poverty, we don't want people to think that we are not willing to offer our services to people who are already outside of poverty. We are going to be serving people who are in poverty and also people who are outside of poverty who just want what we have. We think that our North Star Academy, along with some other things that we have that we're going to be offering, such as our Free Spirit program, which is designed to help businesses who are operating out of their homes to be able to come into the mainstream. We're going to be a very valuable program for those young businesses that are struggling out there trying to get started. We already offer business workshops where we teach them how to put together a business plan, teach them what they need to do to go about getting their DBA, doing business as license, and all of the other things involved with budgeting and marketing associated with business. So we're really excited about that, but we're really excited about hopefully the potential of getting some property right here in Montgomery to be able to serve as the Many Colors Ministries campus, if you will, of services that we're going to be providing. One of the things that I'm really going to be excited about once we get the property, we're going to have a multimedia facility on the property where we'll be able to do everything from stage plays to showing movies on the weekend for the kids who are in poverty, who can't afford to go to the movie theaters and who can't afford to pay the big money for all of the popcorn and hot dogs. We're going to have a movie theater within our multimedia facility. The other thing I'm really excited about, we're going to ultimately have a culinary school that's going to be serving as a culinary school as well as a restaurant, to where we'll be able to feed people from the local community. And we plan to have 5-star chefs coming in, training our students to where people will be able to come and get a 5-star meal at maybe a 2-star price, So again, we have some exciting things such as that coming. I'm really excited about our business incubator that we're hoping to have, where businesses that are really trying to get into the mainstream and to really be able to start getting government contracts and those type of things, we're going to have a business incubator. And just like an incubator in the hospital, they'll be able to come into that business incubator, stay in that incubator for up to 1 to 2 years, and to be able to come out of that incubator and to be able to be on their feet and be self-sufficient, where they'll be running their own business as if they've been in business for 20 or 30 years. That's what the incubator will hopefully help them to do. And then also we plan to have a recreational facility on the campus where we'll be able to have sporting events. One of the things that I'm looking forward to is having the opportunity to be able to have our semi-pro basketball team, which we've already formalized. We just got to get the facilities to be able to have practices, but it's called Carl's Angels. And Carl's Angels is like I said, it's going to be a semi-pro basketball team where we're going to be going to Lake Charles. They have a tournament there once a year called the Tournament of Stars. I've already been down a couple of times and served as assistant coach on a couple of teams, but we want to be able to have our own team, and that'll hopefully give us a way of helping some of the guys who may not have an opportunity to come through the draft, to get them a chance to get an opportunity to be seen, to hopefully get into the NBA. And of course, they got to have a commitment to come back and be a representative for Many Colors Ministries, and be a spokesperson